there ain't no stopping us. Fly without boarding pass. Couldn't catch me, I'll be moving.
Hey guys, thanks for watching. Welcome back to my channel. Today's tutorial is on this look right here. It's a half cut crease, neutral tones, 100% matte tutorial. I am never ever 100% matte. I wear a highlighter every day. There's normally a shimmer shade on my lips, and I definitely always have gloss on, and I definitely always set my face with a dewy finishing spray, so I feel really weird, but nonetheless I do love how this turned out. This is geared towards a bridal makeup look, so if you are a glam bride-to-be, I really hope you enjoy this tutorial. And if you are not even engaged like me, or just, again, I really hope you enjoy this tutorial. You can literally wear this to a wedding, to a night out, whatever you want to do, honey. I really hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Let's get started. Alright guys, so I'm going to go ahead and get started with my face. I'm using my NYX First Base Priming Spray. I sprayed that all over, and then once it dried, I'm going in with my NYX Green Photo Loving Primer. This just is going to help me counteract a little bit of the redness I have on my face without actually color correcting. And now, since this is a 100% matte tutorial, I'm using the Maybelline Matte and Poreless, I believe, foundation, and that is going all over my face. I like to work in sections, so I'll do my cheek, and then I'll do my neck, and then I'll do my other cheek. That's pretty much how I do my foundation. And then I did end up doing 2 layers of foundation, so in a second here you're going to see me look more full coverage, but I did not add that in because it's just redundant. And now I am contouring with my Lorac Pro Concealer and Contour Palette. I'm using a warm shade to start off to do my cheekbones, my jawline, and my temples. And then in a minute here you're going to see me touch up on my cheeks again, and I'm just going in with something that's a little bit darker and a little bit more cooler in tone, just to really make my cheeks look cut. So after both sides of my face are done, I'm going to go ahead and start on my nose. As you can see here, I'm not doing the sides of my nose, I'm going just on top of my nose, and that's really going to help to slim it down and contour it that way. And now I'm going in with concealer. This is the NYX HD concealer, which is one of my favorites. I swear I always come back to it. I'm doing my under eye, I'm priming my eye with it, my forehead, I did around my mouth, my chin, my cupid's bow, and then it's really important to draw a nice straight line down your nose, right in between your contour, and then you're just going to go ahead and blend that all out. Once you're done blending, I'm going in with my Laura Mercier setting powder. This is my favorite powder. I like to set my eyes with it, and then I'm going to go ahead and bake my under eye. I'll also be bringing that powder up right onto the sides of my contour. This is going to help us have a really just a really clean, nice, put together contour for our nose, which is super important. And then I always end up creasing right in my smile line, so I make sure I bake that area as well. And then I'm also baking underneath my contour to make sure that my contour is poppin'. And now I'm going to zoom you in for the eyes. I'm using a Morphe 441 brush and Cocoa Bear from Makeup Geek. This is like my all-time favorite transition shade, but what I'm doing is packing that onto my outer corner, and I'm going to start working that intensity up. I'm going to build up that color, and that's going all over my crease. You don't need to be super nice and clean with this yet, but that's basically what I'm doing. I'm now in my Tarte Pro Amazonian Clay palette, and I'm using the shade Edgy, I believe, and that is going right underneath Cocoa Bear and in our crease as well, and you're just going to keep blending, but you do not want to bring it up as high as Cocoa Bear. So once that shade is down, I'm going in with the darkest brown shade in that same Tarte palette, and I'm packing that right onto the outer corner, and I'm going to blend that into the crease after everything is off my brush for the most part. But now we're just going to go back and forth between blending. Moving on to the fun part, we're cutting my crease. As you can see, I have hooded eyelids, so I'm looking straight up into a mirror and cutting my crease that way. I'm using a Morphe B19 brush, I believe. I'm not sure. Check out the description box and I'll have that link down there for you. But I'm only going halfway here. As you can see, I'm kind of letting that concealer taper off on the mid section of my lid. But that is the hardest part of the tutorial. Once you get that cut, you're going to go ahead and set that. I'm using an off-white shadow shadow. This is more of a cream shadow. Again, it's out of that Tarte's palette, but once you get that part set, you're going to go in with Cocoa Bear again and kind of start to act as a transition shade between your cream shadow and your dark brown shadow, and you're just going to go back and forth between those three colors and get that to the point of blending that you like. But now I'm going in with this Lorac little pencil, and what I'm doing is just drawing a really small line on top of my lashes so I can put some fake lashes on. I'm tightlining them to make my lashes look thicker, and then I'm going over them real quick with a liquid liner just to make sure that that pencil line is super, super sharp. Now you're going to go ahead and add some mascara, and then I went ahead and just added some lashes off camera. I'll link them down below. But for the lower lash line, you're picking up the darkest brown in that Tarte's palette and running that in your lashes, like very up close to your lower lash line, and then you're just going to smoke it out with Cocoa Bear. Pop some black in that lower lash line. Don't be afraid to get it in your lashes, and then add some mascara, and that is pretty much it for the eyes. We do have to go in and do a little highlighting, so what I'm going to do is take the white eyeshadow out of that Tarte's palette, and right here I'm going to be popping that on my inner corner and just kind of really making sure that it's an intense highlight. Moving on to the face, I'm just going over my contour with some of that Tarte Hotel Heiress bronzer shade that I mentioned in my last couple of videos. I love it so much. It really smells like chocolate, but I'm touching all the areas that I contoured. And now for blush, we're using this matte one from the Balm. It's in the shade Frat Boy. It's just a really nice kind of dusty pinky peachy color. And for my highlight, it is 100% matte. It's from the Tarte Rainforest of the Sea highlighting palette. It is just a light matte shade. I'm highlighting my cheekbones and the center of my face. Onto the lip, I'm using Echo Park from ColourPop, which is a satin lip, but I do have a trick for you guys. Basically, what you're going to do to make any matte lip matte is just set your lip with translucent setting powder. So I'm just using a fan brush and my Laura Mercier translucent setting powder, and I am fanning that onto my lips. Alright guys, this is the finished look. I really hope you enjoyed this tutorial. It's super fun. This is totally different for me. If you have been on my channel for a while, you know I love dewy and glowy skin, so being 100% matte is different. I feel so weird, but I do really like how this turned out. So again, thank you all so much for watching. Please like and subscribe before you leave. Comment down below. Let me know what you think about this tutorial and what you want to see next, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye guys!